Get ready to learn. Get ready to be a part of the future of developers building in the world of blockchain, but more specifically, the greatest blockchain around, the fastest blockchain around, the most secure blockchain around, Scale. Manel, how you doing, man?
The most confidential
Yep.
blockchain around.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Like all weeks, super excited. Very good projects out there, and we just brought some more for you guys. So
100%. And to kick things off, we have a new project recently launched on Scale. We have TPN Labs. Let me bring him up.
Good.
Hello.
Afternoon.
How you doing?
Hey.
How's my audio coming through?
Doing well, doing well. You're for a walk?
I am always moving. It's good enough for Linus Torvalds. It's good enough for me.
Amazing. Well, mentor, you want us to, we can go by that, or we got...
Yeah, no, that's my actual real first name. This happens more often.
Well, I feel like an rude individual now. Why don't you...
like I said, this happens very commonly.
Kick us off, give us a little introduction about yourself, TPN Labs, and what you guys are building.
Yeah, so I'm a developer and one of the co-founders of TPN Labs. We all of us have been active in the crypto space for a long time, since about 2013. And we like to build things, and we go where the most exciting things are happening, where things are moving fast, and Scale is one of the places where that's happening, obviously. Our native blockchain on which we build our infrastructure is BitTensor. And what we do with TPN is we have a decentralized network of proxies and VPNs. So think of us as the AWS for networking, so for VPNs and for proxies. And specifically in the, call it the sphere of agents right now, where things are moving quickly and autonomously, our network facilitates, for example, agents, but also developers, to allow you to make connections from any country, any location you want. Do you want to appear to come from a certain country, from a data center, from a residential space, or even a cell phone? You can basically hop over our network to do that. So that's in a nutshell. I can take that any direction you like.
That's amazing, to be honest. Yeah, it's a very unique use case. We haven't seen that around. It's very interesting. Yeah, to be honest, I would love to jump right to the demo if you have some for us.
I'm happy to. Let me share my screen and see if this takes it. Oh, right. It's doing the thing where it's telling me to reload. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
You're good, man. You're good. But it's definitely interesting how... yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting, that idea of, on-chain, kind of like VPNs and things like that. I'm curious on...
Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly it was implemented, but like we've been working with projects for a very long time, a lot of projects, and I haven't seen it. So that's why I'm very interested in how did you build, how exactly it's interacting with the blockchain, agents, all sorts of stuff.
All right. How's my screen coming through?
Good, looking
yeah,
good.
Let's go.
There we go. All right. So I'll keep it relatively short. So we have two ways of interacting with our API. So either you can do it in like a classic Web 2 kind of way, where you just get an API token, you load credits onto it and make requests. Or you can do it the agentic way, which is where we use the X402 payment method, and that's also where Scale comes in. Mm-hmm. Naturally, one of the problems you run into with X402 is that specifically for agents that want to do microtransactions, just something as small as I want to open the Google homepage from Brazil, like the cost for something like that is really low. Mm-hmm. In X402, and for example, Scale as a low fee ecosystem to work with, just allows that to happen in the first place. So this is like what it would look like from a classical Web 2 situation. You have an API key, mm-hmm. You make the requests. However, the X402 works exactly how you would expect. I am not sure how technical you guys are, but from a developer perspective, the implementation of x402 is the same everywhere.
Yep.
The nice thing that you can do with our API, so you can get yourself proxy configurations, so that's SOCKS 5 proxies or HTTP proxies, or entire VPN configurations, and that is WireGuard. So the difference being with a proxy, you take a single request or an application, for example, your browser, you can wrap it into the proxy, make yourself appear from a different location or from a different connection type. With a VPN, you're wrapping your whole device. So it doesn't matter what apps you're running, everything will go through the VPN. A fun example of how that works. So we made a little ClawHub skill for this. And this showcases just very briefly how you do this in an agentic way. So behold our internal friend, Chadius. Chadius Geppetto is our little OpenClaw instance that we use in our own Slack. And so as you can see in the bottom here, I can ask him, hey, Chadius, give me a SOCKS 5 curl command, so something I can run in a terminal with a TPM proxy to Belgium. And this will probably take him a second. And while he does that, what he's doing in the background is something akin to this. So he is making a request to our API, either in, depending on how you set up your bot, he'll be using an API key, or he'll be using x402. And what he will be seeing is something along the lines of this. So what happens here is you're querying a centralized endpoint, but it's calling a decentralized network of nodes, trying to figure out what is the what is the most proximate config that you need. So he will see something along these lines, give us a SOCKS 5 config, and I see Chadius hasn't yet replied, and has given us a ready to copy paste command that we can just pop into our terminal. So just for demo purposes, I'm not sure how small my letters are. I can do that a little bit.
Perfectly. That's great.
My IP address on the demo network I'm on started with 9.2. When I'm calling through the proxy that Chadius just gave me, we got a 9.4. So we're geographically relatively close to this one. And in a nutshell, this is an example of how you can have an agent basically appear from anywhere. So this is a very, very basic demo.
Yeah.
This is used by people for everything from something as trivial as airdrop farming to scraping data from different countries to answering questions like, what does the internet look like from behind the Great Firewall of China, and being able to give agents that ability. So before I ramble on, is there any particular thing that you'd like me to dive into?
No. You just went to what I was going to ask, like what the use case you saw this could be applied, but makes sense for what you just said. The other day, we are already using around all the internet proxies and VPNs, right? So it just makes sense to have.
From our network perspective, we see like two kinds of like main users. I think I should probably stop sharing my screen so we don't get the little echo of death. Either we have like developers that make, for example, a whole application. So we have one flagship application called WhaleSurf, which is just a VPN application that runs on our own network, just to showcase what it can do. In that case, our customer is like someone who builds an entire app, which is basically something like pick your favorite VPN company. They can run on that network. That is more a classical customer. It's like one customer and they will have a bazillion connections that they're paying for, probably from a credit card. The other one is more like the demo just now. You can give agents, whenever they feel like it, access to browse the web. If they encounter a paywall, if they encounter a geo block, if they encounter any obstacle like that, they can very easily, cheaply, and automatically through x402 allow themselves to go anywhere. And what you can do with that depends on how imaginative your developer is. Sorry.
No. Yeah, I was following you. So the way you use the blockchain, like on one side is like with x402 payments, right? To make the payments with stablecoins. And on this side, do you have any other usage of blockchain, whatever with SKALE or something else?
So SKALE is mostly x402 is what we can do on SKALE.
Yeah.
What we do on the BitTensor side is what BitTensor is very good at is their, and this will make you nervous if you're from a classical blockchain space. They're less deterministic.
Yeah.
So on BitTensor, things aren't verified. It's all game theory.
Okay.
So what we can do there, because something like VPN connections and proxies are not deterministic, Like there's no way for me to prove if someone steps into the network and says they're from a certain country or do a certain amount of bandwidth, or that's not a cryptographic operation that you can do in reverse. So that's why BitTensor makes more sense for us than, say, an EVM blockchain. And what BitTensor allows you to do is have incentives that are basically emitted to your network and based on performance of your nodes, which is determined by validators, which, again, don't think in classical blockchain terms. A validator in BitTensor is basically just the people that score what's going on, which work basically by a majority vote by stake weight. These validators will keep the network honest. So what we allow anyone to do is pop in, put a bunch of nodes in our network, get paid for that. And then that is all done decentrally. Because as you can imagine, if someone's running a node and we want to pay them 10 cents, like that is not something you can do in a classical way. Like
True.
In Azerbaijan who's like, sure, I'll put like a little Raspberry Pi in my closet. And that is something that on the BitTensor level, we have to use the blockchain for.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's different. Like you're explaining that it's very different. Not very, but yeah, it's quite different concept and way of thinking. To be honest, I would have much more questions and we need to dive deep into the documentation of BitTensor. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, super interesting. And where do you see like the X42 usage are going on your perspective? I don't know.
Well, so in general, are you asking generally with X402 or in the
X42 using TPN? I would say, right? Like, so what the things you're just to add more things, like what you see, like, okay, I think you're going the market is going that way for sure, or we think, and we are planning to build these two more things on top of that to go in that direction of the market.
So in general, with agents, I think the thing is a lot of people are playing with them now. It's easy to forget that most people aren't using them at all. And the thing you run into, also even just the amount of people that have set up their agent with an X402 wallet is exceptionally small. It's just a bunch of enthusiasts. And we can people like us, we can see the future and say, this will be how things work. But right now, that's something that basically needs to be bootstrapped. Yep. The way that we look at it from us as a proxy network is what are the bottlenecks that agents are going to run into? In other words, the way they work now, what are boundaries they hit relatively quickly? And the reality is that if you're running an agent, you're probably doing so from a data center. If you're running it from your home, you could be running it on like a Mac Mini or something. But the cheapest way and the most effective way, if you're a company or doing something, is just put a box in the cloud, pay $5 a month, let it run there, because the security implications of just putting it on your laptop are severe. Well, so what it's going to run into is this agent to the internet is going to be appearing like a data center. It's going to be blocked left, right, and center. It's going to call it in a weird way. It's going to be discriminated against for being where it is. And you can have an argument about whether that is just or whether that's by design. But from a utility perspective, one of the first boundaries you run into is if your agent is going to be running in a data center and perceived as such, the first thing it's going to want to escape, just to see the internet from different angles, is something like TPN.
Got it. Yep.
Oh, amazing. I feel like Manel, we need to like make these longer or something. So 15 minutes just doesn't feel like enough time to really, dive deep into things.
Always happy to chat for as long as you like.
Yeah. We might be putting in a request for like we might. You want to just do 4 hours every day, every week?
Sure.
Every day is intense. Every week, maybe.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, Mentor, again, man, genuinely looks incredible. Is very, very interesting on the way that you're using it to. I feel like a lot of us wouldn't have even thought this was imaginable, a couple of years ago, but blockchain tech continues to evolve, which is awesome. But now,
that makes sense. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, makes sense, right? Because we've built all the internet in this like different infrastructure and technology, and now we are just scratching the surface with AI agents, and it makes sense to also have these different infrastructure pieces that we're already using through the internet with agents, right? So yeah, makes sense. It's smart.
100%. All right, Mentor. Anything further before we let you go?
No, thank you very much for your time.
No worries at all. No worries at all. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, we're excited to continue seeing what you guys at TPN Labs are building. Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
It's cool. VPNs are nice. VPNs are needed. I like to watch different Netflix shows.
True. That's why you use it. Great.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I think the last time I used was because Polymarket wasn't allowed in Portugal.
Yep, same actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
but my last time for me would have been Polymarket as well.
Yeah, it's Polymarket, yeah, still.
Alrighty. Well, let's bring up our next guest. Mr. Crypto Heights. Is that Peb?
Who?
Peb? Check in. I assume it is.
Wait, what? Wait.
Bring him up. Hi, Pep. Yep, Crypto Insights. Yep, there we go.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Doing good. What about you guys?
All good.
All good. Can't complain. Well, why don't you give us a little introduction about yourself, what you're making, and yeah, let's go from there.
Okay. Thank you. From SKALE team that inviting me to this showcase. I think this is my first time showcase my project that I built.
Let's go.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
it's one of my achievement too. Okay, my background is I've been in crypto since 8 years ago, but focusing in content creator. But also I built in several time, but focusing in build something that become my own. It's been like the last 2 months, and what I built is like I have like inspiration from my friends too that build an AI agent. So I do with my own, and I think I built my AI agent is for defighting, also for tradings, also for trenches because I know that fields, especially for tradings. So my agent selling resources to the other agents. Right now we have like 24 endpoints. 27 endpoints that are already live, and we processed about more than 10,000 since we launched in Solana in base, and also virtually we just launched on Scale,
Let's go.
so everyone can use our agent, interact with our agent on Scale. And yeah, after that we improve because I think if hire just an AI agent, yeah, we just sell the resources, we become reseller of the data for the other agents, and we already building new protocol that under Hyri called Me protocol. It like people can create an agent, and then they can start to monetize their agent. Also, they get their identity using our .me, and also there is no code. So our target is like people want to monetize or want to try an agent, want to build an agent, but without touch any code, and they can start to monetize their agent.
Sounds great. Yeah, I've tried your application, your platform, and to be honest, it's super smooth to use. To make any sort of export to requests from your resources, working on Scale, super. Yeah.
Thank you
Super
so
easy
much.
to use. And I know your friend with
Ibam.
Ibam. Yes,
Sona.
yeah, from
Yeah.
Xona. Yeah.
I learned a lot from them.
So, but yeah, I can see that. But you both of you have great platforms. I don't know if you exchange ideas, but yeah, great work. Yeah, we'd love to see a demo of Hire.
Okay. I hope this time it doesn't show an error when I doing the demo.
We won't.
And yeah,
Trust
this
us.
one.
Yeah.
I think the demo is going to be show you in our playground. So user can start to try how the result from that agent that we give data to the others agent. For example, this is you can access from our website and
Yeah.
then go to the try the agent chat. So for example, there is a shortcut here. Show me the best yields on Solana, but sure we're going to improve it this shortcut, and we can choose scale right here because it's zero fee if we're using scales, and we just add a USDC to our wallet through scales, and here we go. This is what data that we give from one of our resources, and we can try the others one. Like for example, like this, it's going to be also give us the data if not facing an I hope it's not getting an error. Yeah, I think it's work. So we're going to get this one scoring like
Resource. Yeah.
signal how long like it is risky or not for agent make a decision. I think it's like a little longer on this side, but overall this is the data that we give to the other agent, so it make them to decide, not just just know the data but they don't do anything. But with this they can make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, this one also for looking for token, but I put uh, the the this address. I think it's not a token with the active data, but we give this one. So for example, we have to avoid this one, so agent will not do the trades. I think this is our playground. But can I show my protocol that I built?
Yeah. Sure. I think so.
Yeah,
Why not?
this one. We built a me protocol, so we call them agent become citizens because we can help them to create an agent without any single of code. But of course, right now we're still developing, but we plan to start to publish it, and we can give them access to tokenize their agent using Metaplex. And we plan also to put scales in here, but I don't talk with you, but I think it's going to be great if we put scales in our protocol, our new protocol. We can talk later. And for example, we want to make an agent here. We can claim, and then we can see we have a template here, and also we can upload the photo of our agent description. We can check this one, but
But
this is different. We charge to the
yeah.
users to mint or to create an agent on us
Create your engine.
because
Yeah.
we want to filter it from the serious one and the people just want to test
Yeah.
and gaming uh, for creating an agent. So this is our filters. So I
And
think yeah.
a couple of questions. So, are you planning while you're in this new platform where you're building the citizen to allow to add skills to the we have, for instance, I can share with you then later. We have scale skills that basically help. We can feed the agent with like the knowledge or the skills to deploy contracts, to bridge between
Okay.
chains to scale to scale. So these kind of skills, is this something you were planning to add there?
Yeah. We have planned for that things too, because if you check in this one, if you create here, it's like zero skills that you want to bring it,
Yeah,
but
got it.
but we can customize it, or if you already have an agent, so we can add your agent to be part of me protocols too. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I will talk to you later for what you share during this
Yeah,
one.
I have only one last question about this Me agent because it looks very interesting. Is and the way to interact with the agent, is this only through your platform and the like the channel to write some prompts, or are you gonna have available like some API requests to the agent to like do it like I don't know, through some integration on my project, whatever. I want to use my agent that I paid for.
Yeah, for now, because it's still in early phase, it's only on through our platform, but we plan to integrating with the others one, because the problem for agents to get monetized is we have to list in as much marketplace for agent, as much in partners, like for me
Mhm.
protocol. So we plan also to integrating with the others platform, so everyone
Mhm.
can approach or can use our agents, not from outside, but
Yeah.
from the other sides too. Because this is why I'm doing with Hyri. I do many integration, because it's impossible for Hyri get a lot of transaction if we just list it on one marketplace, or we just do one partnership or integration. So we want to apply it to our
Yeah.
new protocols.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, and you can even use like X42 protocol for payments, like for the uses of your agent, like build some like uh, wall, like API wall to interact with the agent that you just created, so that you get some payment from interacting with the agent. And what I mean by this is that just so I pay for that agent, I don't know, 20 USDC, and then if you have some API for that agent, I implement it on my application and I'm keep using it, but I cannot be like just making requests forever without just paying
Yeah.
20 USDC, right? You need to make some money because you are paying for the hosting of the agent. So maybe X42 can be useful for that as well, so that you don't need to handle more different like payment types. Just that I think that's the simplicity of X42 that what it has.
Yeah. Yeah, we already, if people create an agent on me protocol, it's automated. They have like S42, so
Mhm.
everyone can call their agents, and then we help them to list it on 80 or 04 for the identity.
Mhm.
This is
Got it.
why
Yeah,
we help them to monetize it using S42.
perfect. Yeah, we also have 8004 on Scale, so feel
Yeah.
free to use
It's
to use
going to
that.
be like an automated when a user min the agents, min identity, and they will be create an agent. It automated on the
Yeah,
background register their agent to 8004.
perfect. Yeah, thank you very much, Bob.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for joining us. Anything further you want to say before we send you down?
I think just that I focus on shipping because it's my first project. Yeah, I think and glad to be part of the Scale ecosystem. Thank you so much for welcoming for early project like us.
No worries at all. No worries at all. We're pleasure to have you, my friend. Well, thanks for joining us, and we look
Thank you.
forward to seeing what you build.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye bye, Pep.
Have a good one,
Bye
man.
bye.
Now, our final guest,
Woohoo!
however, might need him to change his name because, that I already have a second Ben. Now there's a third Ben.
I forgot about this name. Okay. It's Ben as well. Okay.
Yep. Well, let's bring him up. He's also from the Midlands, so we're very connected. It's quite odd, actually. Hello, mate.
Yes. Hello, mate. You're not far from me, are you? From what I've heard.
I used to live in I'm not anymore. I'm up north. I'm up in Hull.
Oh, right.
I was down in where the hell did I live? Like God, I lived in Lichfield for a bit. And then Utox was
yeah.
my most recent like Midlands adventure.
Yeah, so I'm in Chesterfield, and when I spoke to the other Ben, the American Ben, he was like, "Oh, welcome, Ben. Yeah, another Ben." And he also sent me the Telegram link for the Ben Dow.
The Ben Dow. Welcome to
Yeah,
Ben
the only
Dow.
Bens. Yeah, so I'm now officially part of the Ben Dow. That's cool. Yeah, so
Well,
I'm here to
welcome.
talk to you guys. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm here to talk to you about Agent Proof, which it is an on-chain oracle that sits on top of the 8004 that Manuel just mentioned. So it's a reputation oracle that sits on chain, scoring agents. Woo, interesting.
It's very interesting. Perhaps like a lot of people still don't know about it because it's just still in the beginning. But yeah, will be very interesting, and I believe that. But yeah.
Agree. So I come from a background of betting and mostly horse racing tips, selling horse racing tips to the public. And
A true
one
Midlands.
the Midlands Grand National, yeah. Been to Doncaster a few times as well. So one thing I found in the betting industry world was that there's a lot of people that don't tell the truth. So
Okay.
you know, when 8004 launched, it was like, okay, so 8004 tells you who people are, but it doesn't tell you what they're doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you honestly. So my thought was, well, everybody seems to be building marketplaces to sell these agents and hire these agents and blah blah blah, which is just completely flooded. Let's build something completely different that we already kind of know about, you know, trust and proofing out in the open what people are doing. So what we do is we sit on chain and we score the agents based on their uptime, their deployer wallets, what they're doing,
Mhm.
their job completion history, all these kinds of things. You can find it all on the website, but just to give you a rough idea of what we're scoring here. And then we push those scores back to chain so that anybody can read those and hire agents, you know. Make sure you're hiring a trustworthy agent. Like I was just saying to Dante, you know, you wouldn't hand your car keys to somebody that you don't know, would you?
True.
It's interesting because I feel like it opens up a lot of potential avenues. Because I've been thinking recently, because one of these this big, like, I'm not sure if it's still a thing, but with meme coin trading, right? There was always like groups, right? Like go pay $600 a month and get access to this group.
Yeah.
And I was thinking yesterday that with Scale's re-encryption, you could completely cut out the middleman of like these discords and things, do copy trading based off of re-encryption. But then my thought process was, but how are you ever going to be able to kind of verify the success rate of these, you know, this thing that you're subscribing to? And your thing actually works very, very well with it when you can. So it definitely opens up a massive kind of amount of automation because you're taking away that trust factor by adding in the trust factor.
Adding in the trust factor, yeah. So one thing that I built was yesterday or the day before. I'm not really sure, but it was an X402 gate. So before you pay an agent, you run a trust check before the payment goes through. So it won't let you hire an untrusted. It won't let you hire. It's okay. It won't let you hire a untrusted agent, basically.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, you set your boundaries as to, you know, I only want to hire a diamond level agent, and this agent isn't diamond, so therefore I can't hire it and I can't pay it. So
yeah, I think that's super important, to be honest, because the reality, at least my reality, and I'm not sure the full world of X42 and 8004, like agents doing like this sort of transaction, but most of the times what I used was just to test. Like I made payments with 0.01 USDC. I don't care if like, the transaction goes wrong. Like I'm just testing, trial and error, build demos, right? But we'll need those sort of things to move things to production, to have actual products to use, right? So yeah.
In order for the agent economy to scale.
Exactly.
Right?
Hey.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah, I think we would love to check a demo.
Yeah,
from
100%.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let me share my screen. I'll also quickly show you while we're sharing the screen as well. I'll show you the agent launcher that we built as well. The SKALE agent launcher.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So just quickly, on the agentproof.sh website, you can go to launch, and you can completely free launch any agent, and it just mints your agent completely free, because every other chain costs gas, obviously.
Mm.
So that's the agent launcher. And then obviously the homepage tells you how many agents we've indexed and scored, and what we've pushed back to chain when it wants to update. Little slow update in there. Yeah, and then the X402 gate. So just quickly show you the X402 gate. So this is taking our top scored agent. It's called Claunch, and the payment is blocked because it's platinum tier, and it's looking for a diamond tier.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Requires diamonds. See,
Yeah.
requires
So
platinum. So that one worked. Well, that one blocked. Sorry, they're all
So
blocked.
you can set up like the level of trust in your agent originally.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're more, like open to potentially it messing up, you can go for, I assume, a lower tier, which will
Yeah.
either be faster or maybe cheaper or something like that. Versus, if you wanted to do like a trading one, for example,
Yeah.
right? Then you would want it to be that higher tier.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Question.
if you're okay with hiring like a gold agent, then that's perfect. Ooh, excuse me.
No.
Then
I was
perfectly okay.
I was just like, right now, is it? I would say yes. I haven't tried it. Is it possible to like trick the feedback, right? So to like just spam the agent to pick a platinum like tier.
No, because we put in anti-gaming, so it's a composite score.
Mhm.
So where's the anti-gaming? So yeah, no. Concentration detection. So like 60% feedback from a single reviewer triggers a concentrated flag. So it's like, whoa, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
This guy keeps giving feedback to the same agent over and over and over again. He's quite clearly trying to boost his agent.
Yeah.
So that causes it to be flagged, which is then like, hang on a minute, you can't hire this agent because it's flagged for review farming, basically. And then there's this hard floor for known bad agents as well.
Got it. Yeah, makes sense.
And obviously, like with SKALE being a gasless chain, it makes agent proof perfect sense for agent proof, because we can push like scores straight back to chain.
Yeah.
As you can see here, this is the Oracle providing feedback to chain. These are live writes to chain.
Yeah.
So it just makes complete sense with it being gasless, because that was the biggest constraint when I first launched, was that I'm trying to push feedback to Avalanche, I'm trying to push feedback to Base, I'm trying to push feedback to XYZ chain, and I need coins for all of these chains in my wallet, and it's costing me money to have all these these chains coins in my
is impossible, right? We always go to the adage of if X402 were to ever even come close to replacing API calls, right? You would have, I can't remember how many it was, billions upon billions of API calls a day.
It's ridiculous.
And if you're wanting to add in a reputation-based, score alongside that, your billions of billions have just doubled, and it's impossible, and it's why the model that we're running right now is the best for it, because scalability.
Yeah, it made perfect sense when I first spoke to Ben and first spoke to Dante. It was, SKALE is gasless, so we can push scores every 5 minutes, every 1 minute if we wanted to. It just makes total sense that it's costing me money to write back to other chains where SKALE is just completely free.
Yep. Yeah. Agreed. Awesome. Well, Ben, I mean, like, what's next?
What's next is, getting the word out there about agent proof, becoming the infrastructure, the trust layer for the 8004 and X402, and talking to insurance companies, man. That would be great. I was speaking to one guy from Willis Tower Watson, and I provided him some data around what the agents are doing and what we're scoring, and what we're seeing in the agent economy right now. And as you can see, like, we kind of designed this around humans, around agents, but also around insurance as well. So making these agents insurable.
Yeah. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So like an underwriter can literally come along and take this data and go, okay, this agent's insurable for XYZ amount. We're going to insure him.
Nice. I like
That's
that.
kind of where I'd like to head, is to be the canonical. Yes, this is the reputation layer. Call agent proof before you hire anybody, before you hire another agent, not anybody. And talk to underwriters and insurance companies about using our data to actually insure agents.
Yeah. No, awesome. Okay. Well, no, really appreciate you jumping on and showcasing us agent proof. And yeah, man, we're entering a new age, and this is definitely going to be something that's going to be able to help.
I hope so. That's the idea.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. All right. Well, Ben, I really appreciate you taking the time. Been a pleasure meeting you and talking with you, and excited to see where you take this.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time, and thanks for letting me build on SKALE, guys.
100%.
We'll keep talking.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah. It's a pleasure working with you. So
thanks,
it's always
guys.
to work with like builders that are always like providing.
Oh,
new
absolutely.
Things. So, yeah,
I saw how passionate you were about the brain project that I was building. So we'll talk more about that another time.
True. That's a very interesting, as well.
Cool.
Thank you very much, man.
Cheers, Ben.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Well, Manel.
Another day.
Another day, another dollar. Nah, they were fun. That was cool. Lots of interesting projects that are being built, and yeah. Do
you want me to show our SKALE agent? We don't have time.
Let's save it.
No, I'll just tell the public we are gonna have a SKALE agent being launched tomorrow or presented. Can I say this?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can. Are you talking about the thing that engineering was doing?
No, I'm telling about that I've just sent you.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. No, I actually don't. I know. No. In essence, no. But
we're gonna have SKALE agents. Anyone can build SKALE agents.
Yeah.
Has the skills to build, like, deploy contracts and other stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It will make deployment like to deploy things in, like, I don't know. Okay. I have Ben saying go for it.
Sure, go for it.
But yeah, I'll just be very briefly saying, like, we are partnering with Pinata. Pinata from IPFS. Like, I think they were very well known in the beginning to have the IPFS platform where you can store, like, I think the first time everyone that started with NFTs and sort of stuff store their NFTs on Pinata.
Yep.
And they are recently launching, and they launched already, their AI agents platform, and SKALE is creating a SKALE agent specific to be used on Pinata, so everyone can go there and just, not right now, but it will be announced tomorrow, can go there and just let me get Scale Agent and just start with Scale Agent with a ton of Scale skills, so will be able to deploy contracts there like in 5 seconds. Spin up a wallet for your agents so that you don't need to manage private keys, bridge assets between Polygon, Base, whatever, to Scale Base in 5 seconds with your agent wallet. Use Byte, right? You can just encrypt transactions in a matter of seconds with this agent. You'll be able to use like all the Scale specific, like Scale RNG, MTM mode from chains. So basically, this MTM mode, you can just batch 10 transactions in just one block and just make 10 transactions on Scale in like 2 seconds. I don't know, maybe less. I've never. We'll have some demos for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, you'll see the announcement. Just keep your eye
Keep
open.
your eyes on the Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, that's it. That's you should tell me more. You should I gotta learn more about this pinata.
I'll share you a link.
Let's do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure. Great episode. And we will be back again in 2 weeks' time for another developer showcase, episode 6. Be there or be out of the loop.
Yo, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Say.